Hey guys, 74 Screw Gun here, and I thought today I'd do a little video about my experience at the Toronto Expo this year. Now, personally, I haven't been to a convention in over 20 years, so I was totally unprepared, but I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go and see how things go, how things have changed, and a lot hasn't really changed, actually. But I felt a little unprepared, but I still had a great time and I was able to meet up and hang out for most of the day with Wolvie Fan, and unfortunately didn't meet anybody else there. But then again, I didn't really put it out there that I was going. Anyways, yeah, so I went there with him and my son, he's 17, so it's like hanging around with one of the guys, which is it's a cool age, right? Let's get to what I picked up, anyways. So as you can see, these sweet prints here in front of me, and this guy, I follow him on Instagram, so you guys should check him out. He does these awesome works. I don't know why I'm stuttering, but that's just the way it's gonna be today, I guess. I also picked up this one here because I gotta have a Wolverine, right? And actually, this one's sweet too. And that's his website there. If you guys want to check him out, I suggest you do, because I don't know, I love his work, right? It's not like Scotty Young, but it kind of reminds you a little bit of, actually I think it's better than Scotty Young, but he's not going to like that I said that, Scotty Young, because he's really going to watch this. But anyways, who cares? Here you go. These are sweet. You should really check out Derek. He's a nice guy too. I met him. He signed all of them for me. I don't know if I said that already, but if I didn't, who cares? Anyways, let me show you another one here. And guys, try not to get offended by the headlights. Don't let them blind you. Zombie Tramp. Now, I had no idea that one of the creators of Zombie Tramp, Dan Mendoza, was going to be there. He wasn't listed on the website as one of the guys in Artist Alley, which I think was kind of silly, but whatever. But there was a guy you guys might know. We call him the Chisel. He's the Chiselnator, and he let me know that Dan was going to be there. So, although I don't have a big collection of Zombie Tramp, I mean, I think they're cool, but I've never read it, so I can't really justify going out and buy a bunch of books when I haven't even read one. So, but I think the art is pretty cool. Now, this cover, like I said, is not even done by Dan Mendoza, but it's the best one that I had, and I asked him to sign it, and he was nice enough to do that. And now that Chisel has done his video, you'll get to see a book on his channel that I got him to sign for him. Did that make any sense? I said it, and it didn't make sense to him. To me. Fuck. What I'm trying to say is, I got a book signed for the Chisel, and if you want to check it out, go to his channel and check it out. Alright, let's move on. Oh man, I gotta get more sleep. Okay. Batman Adventure reprint. Now, like I just said, the reprints of the Batman Adventure number 12, first appearance of Harley Quinn in, was it Continuity? Anyways, whatever. First appearance of Harley Quinn, and there was two of them there. One of them was exclusive to the Toronto Fan Expo, and one, I believe, was the New York Comic Con. I like them both. They both got Harley on there. I think he does a nice job drawing her. I also got John Boy to sign them for me, which was pretty cool. He's a nice guy. I mean, he was just sitting, he took some time to talk to you, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, here, sign it, okay, fuck off, get the fuck out of here, you know what I mean? He was actually talking while I was waiting for him to sign these for me. He was talking to an aspiring artist, and he was giving him a lot of tips and stuff like that. So he was actually talking for quite a while, which is nice, right? I mean, it's cool. It's cool when they take the time to actually have a little bit of a conversation, which is really nice. So got those two signed, very happy. As you may or may not know, this gentleman was there, and well, this is the program for the one of the programs that they had there for the Fan Expo, and this one is done by J. Scott Campbell, which I thought was really cool. Unfortunately, carrying it around and actually using it, I kind of beat it up a bit. I did ask Four Ways Flasher, because he was going the next day, if he got a chance to pick me up a copy or two in better shape, because I just like the cover. I think he was able to do that for me, but I haven't been able to meet up with him. So keep my fingers crossed on that one. But yeah, speaking of Stan Lee, it's supposed to be his last appearance in Canada. That's the way they promoted it. I don't know if that's true or not, but we'll see. Kind of sounds familiar, like I've heard that before, but the guy's old, and even if I wish he can live another 30, 40 years. Wish him all the best, but I think he should take it easy and relax a little. I don't think he needs the money anymore. But let's talk about this. So, being that it was his last time, I thought this is my only chance I'm ever going to get to meet him and get a signature, right? So, first thing I did, I got there with my son. This is even before I met up with Wolvie Fan. And we headed straight to the signing area for Stan Lee. So once we got in there, and we found out that the prices were pretty jacked up, but that's besides the story. They told us he'll be here in about 4 hours. So it's going to be 4 or 5 hours before you get your book signed. You can come back later, but maybe you won't get it signed today. You'll have to come back tomorrow. I was only there for 1 day. Had no plans of coming back the next day. So I didn't want to get suckered into that, where to get my book signed, I'd actually have to pay to get in again the next day. So for a second, for a minute, I was second guessing. I'm like, maybe I'm too old for this shit, but I'm thinking I don't want to stand in this line for 4 hours. This is like, sorry, excuse my language. I didn't come here to fucking stand in a line, basically. So I was like, I don't know, maybe we shouldn't do it. Screw it. But my son, he stepped up. He's like, Dad, we're never going to get a chance to see him. And, I would like to meet him, or, meet him too and stuff like that. He goes, I'll stand in the line. And remember, I said he's 17, so it's not like I left a little kid there. Don't call child services. So he goes, I'll stand in the line, and then, you can hop in when it's time to go get it signed, right? So that's what we did. The kids, he stood in line like a champ, and I went off, and then I met up with Wolvie Fan and stuff like that. And then he calls me and he's like, Dad, you got to get over here. He's here, and he's signing. This is like 4 hours later. And when Stan Lee signs, it's like a production, right? It's like one guy grabs the book, passes it to him, another guy takes the book. It's really quick. So I happen to be on the other building, which takes about half an hour to get back to that building. Well, maybe I'm exaggerating, but it's at least 10, 15 minutes. So I had to boogie it over, and anyways, I made it there on time. We got to Stan. He signed the book. I asked him to sign in silver. I think it would have been nice to have a better silver marker. That one looks like it was wearing out a bit, but it is what it is. And I realized that he didn't have anything to do with this book in particular, but it's Stan Lee, for Pete's sakes, right? I didn't have any other book that I could think of that would have been a better option. So that's the one I chose. So love it or don't love it, that's what I got. I didn't get a CGC'd because the company that was there was Anastasia. and I asked them for the prices. First of all, as soon as I saw Anastasia, I thought, oh fuck, TiVo, and he's always saying that they suck and they fuck up, on their shit. So that was already a horror story right there. And then I asked them for the price, and they wanted like $200, and that just blew my mind. To get certified and slabbed, I was like, no fucking way, screw it. This book's for me. I'm not paying an extra $200. I'm already paying Stan Lee $120 just to sign it. There's no way I'm paying $200 to get it all done up. Maybe sometime in the future, I'll get it slabbed, but I think it would be nice to also get Todd McFarlane to sign it before I do that anyways. So that's the plan. We'll see how it works out. But anyways, really super stoked to have that signed. I've had this book since the 90s, and now it's way more special to me, and even though it was already special to me. So I had a great time, like I said, hanging out with friends and getting this done. My son was stoked. He got to meet Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman. He grew up watching all those movies and stuff, and even the video games with Kevin Conroy as Batman. And he's a super nice guy too. Cosplayers, maybe I'll throw some of those in the video so you can see them. And it was a good time. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.